Hello, class. Today we are multiplying exponents. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 8 to the 10th power times 4 to 8 to the 4th power. So what ultimately happens here is that when we multiply exponents that have the same base, we keep the base, but we add the exponents, keeping in mind that multiplication is a derivative of addition. So therefore, 8 with a base, 8 as a base, 10 as a power, 4 as a power, then when we combine, we have 8 to the power of 14. Okay? Here we have a to the third times a to the third. We keep the base, which is a, and we add 3 plus 3, which give us a to the 6th power. Here we have 2/3 to the 2nd power and 2/3 to the 6th power. So therefore we have 2/3 with 2 plus 6, which ultimately gives us 2/3 to the 8th power. Okay? Then we have negative 2/9 times negative 2/9, 2.9. And so therefore, this is understood to have a 1. So therefore, this would be negative 2.9 raised to the 8th power. Okay? All right. On number 12, we have the 2 powers. So now this is b to the 12th power raised to the 3rd power. Okay? So this is b to the 12th times, ultimately this is what this is, b to the 12th times b to the 12th times b to the 12th. So what happens here, because it's raised to another power, so we multiply these two so that it is b to the 36th power, because when you add the 3 together, it will give you 36. Okay? Keep it in mind, when we're multiplying the two bases with powers, we add. But when we're multiplying the base and then raising it to another power, where it's multiplied to itself a certain number of times, then we multiply the powers, 12 times 3. Okay? Here we have negative 3/4 to the 5th power raised to the 2nd power, so we multiply this. So this becomes negative 3/4 to the 10th power. Okay? So now let's move forward. On number 16, this was an error. He said, what is the error? All right, and they have r to the 6th power raised to the 4th power. So they said r to the 6th plus r to the 4th gave us 10. Well, that's an error because we are not adding the exponents. In a case like this, we actually multiply. So this is an error. The answer is actually r raised to the 24th power. Okay, so instead of adding, we should have multiplied. Okay, so now let's move here. Here they want us to simplify the expression. Negative 3v to the 5th power is actually negative 3 to the 5th times v to the 5th. And so when you have 3 to the 5th, what you're actually saying is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. So what happens is when you do these two, you get a positive answer. That positive answer times this negative answer will give you negative. So here's positive, here's negative. All right? Now you take that negative answer times another negative answer, it becomes positive again. Now you take that positive times the negative, and now it becomes negative again. Okay? So negative 3/5 raised to the negative 3 raised to the 5th power is going to give you a negative 243. And v/5, because we do not know the value of v, will just remain v to the 5th. Okay? All right. Here on number 20, you have 1.2 m to the 4th power. So that's 1.2 to the 4th, and that's m to the 4th. You separate the coefficient from the variable. Separate the coefficient from the variable. Okay, and so then when you have 1.2 to the fifth, then you have the answer is 2 point. I calculated this out twice, so 736. Okay, and then m to the fourth. Okay, and that's how that's done. See you in the morning.